What's going on, guys? I'm Paul. Welcome to my channel. I'll tell you real quick what you can expect from my channel, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. And I can't tell you how to make $100 million, but what I could tell you is this: going back 17 years ago, when my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, was pregnant with our first kid. She was my girlfriend. We knew each other for a short amount of time. I didn't have any money. I was just kind of sort of starting my business, and I was a schmuck. Everyone kind of looked down at me, and everyone just kind of assumed I would fail. And by the looks of everything at the time, I was failing. And on top of failing, not having any money, now the girl I had just recently met is now pregnant. Okay, so I mean, it wasn't looking good for me, I can tell you this. And fast forward, and there's a lot in between. Fast forward to now, getting the top 9.5%. So there's a lot I can tell you, and I think a lot you can get from this. And one of the big things too, we'll talk about real quick today, is being the star of your own world. Everyone tends to think of things like you got to be the big star. You got to be a movie star. You got to be Mark Zuckerberg. You got to be Jeff Bezos. You got to be Tom Cruise or whoever it is, right? You got to be the biggest star, but you don't. You really don't. But what you can be, because here's the thing. I know people are supposed to say, oh, you can achieve anything. And to a degree you could, but could every single person be the world's richest person? No, everyone can't. And here's the thing: as you get older, you start realizing there's things that are realistic, and things that are like, well, I don't know that you can really set the goal. But let's not get into all that. Here's my point: the chance of you becoming, a big movie star, the biggest star on the planet, are pretty remote, right? And it would take a lot of luck, a lot of effort, and a whole lot of luck. That's the thing. But you know what you could do? You could become the star of your own world. And that is absolutely attainable. And I can tell you it's attainable because that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. And you can become the star of your own little world, within your family, in your circle. And there's certain things you could do. And the first thing you could do to start is sounds cliche, but you got to just decide you're going to just work your tail off. That's the very first step of everything, in my opinion, is just working your damn tail off. Now, sometimes I tell my kids, and again, there's more to this, but I'll be real simple on this one. No matter what you do, work hard, because the thing is hard work will translate to other things. So for example, if you say, well, this is a small project, I don't have to work hard on it. Well, that kind of bleeds into other things you do. When you just go all out on everything you do, it starts making a difference. And that's we're gonna wrap up today on this, guys. You could be the star, and you gotta start by saying, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. It might take me a year, it might take me 6 months, it might take me a month. You might be able to do it by the end of 2025. And that's the thing too, because you could get a lot done in a year. People think, well, I need 5-10 years. No, you can get a lot done in a year. Believe me on that. So we'll end it there for today, but decide to be the star.